Hello guys, again it's Piotr here from Land of Trading in 6th of April 2018. I didn't suppose that we are gonna to meet again live, but as I mentioned earlier today when I was presenting the possible FX levels ahead of the non-farm payrolls day for euro dollar and dollar yen, I've explained that we are gonna to expand a bit because within the Land of Trading I'm huge fan of the crypto, and as we are finishing our beta testing, as I mentioned, we are going to try to make some kind of the schedules and make it easier for you. So earlier today I've been talking about euro dollar and dollar yen, but right now we are switching into the crypto world as FX and stocks market are gonna to go for a weekend very soon. We are awaiting Mr. Powell only, and then almost weekend. But crypto never sleeps. So then 24 hours per 7 days in a week. So as I mentioned before, we are gonna to cover a bit from the trading perspective, from the charts perspective, the crypto markets, including some news. And because I just saw one of the great and hot news on the Bloomberg related to Mr. Soros, I decided to go live again today, but this time in relation to crypto. Before we start, as you know, we are in a beta testing, so that's the risk warning related to FX. But guys, trading FX on margin and trading or investing into crypto carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment. So please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance does not guarantee future results. And we are gonna to switch. We are gonna to switch to the chart. As you can see here, we are still test version. Some of you guys who are related to FX, you know me already. For those who are gonna to watch this video because of the relation to crypto, just few words about myself. I'm a bit older than the rest community. I'm well above 40. I'm trading FX for more than 15 years already. And I'm a huge fan for a last 2 years, very short period of time. But I'm huge fan of crypto. I'm huge fan of all these new technologies. So that's one of the reasons why within the Land of Trading we decided that we are gonna, as much as we can, we are gonna to try to cover crypto area as well. So guys, that's it about me. So let's switch to that hot news because I do have my theory about that, and that's based on the Bloomberg. You can find the link below in the description window. You can find link directly to the Bloomberg website. To that particular article. George Soros prepares to trade the cryptocurrencies. And when you see something like that, and if you are a bull within the cryptocurrency area, then suddenly you may want to, wow, I'm gonna all in, George Soros is gonna to invest. But as I mentioned before, let me try to share with you my theory based on the chart within next few seconds. What is important here within this article, that the family office is said to have recently approved trading, but just as a reminder, George Soros called the digital asset as a bubble in January, right? So right now his 26 billion family office is planning to trade the digital assets. Adam Fisher, who oversees macro investing at the New York-based Soros Fund Management, he got the internal approval to trade the virtual coins the last few months. as a fund, they didn't yet to make a ledger, so we'll see. The thing is that, as I mentioned before, Soros, speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, said the digital coins cannot function as actual currencies because of their volatility, but he didn't predict the hard tumble that some observe had forecast at the time. Anyway, during the first attempt into the article, it might be so bullish, right? And as I mentioned, I'm a huge fan, and my first view was bullish as well, to be honest with you. But here I have some theory, and we have to switch, to the chart. And guys, I know that there are gonna be a lot of haters around. Hopefully, I'm gonna get some support. So if you like it, what we are gonna to do, please click or smash the like button. If you don't like it, with constructive comment, you can of course dislike it. Anyway, so for now, let's try to, in relation to the article, let's try to discuss the Bitcoin currently on the chart, and let's start with the monthly chart. All right. So after this huge rally, some people call it as a bubble. Now we have a strong, huge pullback. Some call it the bubble just burst. Anyway, whatever we wanna call it, right? From on the monthly chart, I think even I'm huge bull, right, and I'm involved that or other way into that market. I think that this February low, based on this monthly chart here from the Bitfinex on investing.com, I think that this low, February low, might be the target if some guys wanna hunt some stops. So this February low might be the target. Why I'm thinking like this? Because that's gonna be quite easy way to eventually, if we may see, or if we are gonna see rally in the near future, or if we do believe that we are gonna see rally in the near future, I think that the move to the downside has to some kind of the stop hunting before we will turn around. All right, that's my opinion based on what I'm doing on FX market. I'm trying to. It's not that easy that you can move from FX side into the crypto side. Boom, just like that. That's I've been trying, and believe me, what I'm saying, that it's not that easy. So I think that based on the monthly chart, this February low might be under pressure. Maybe we will try to hit some stops, and based on this chart here within this area, in between 4,900 and the low around 3,000, so it's $2,000 level, but it's a monthly chart. Okay, so I think that that could be quite good demand zone in case we are gonna to hunt these stops from February. But let's switch to the smaller time frame, and let's have a look what we have on a let's check what we have on a weekly, if we can see some similarity. And in that case, the low we had in February corresponds with this great demand zone here before the rally starts. All right, and already this demand been tested. So here on a weekly as well, I do believe that we may see some kind of the stop counting here and here as well. So in that case, what might be the next stop? Again, even I'm a huge fan, I do understand. I'm not saying that we are gonna be here, but I do understand that we may try to test on the weekly 4,340 to 3,200, the zone here. Okay, up, retest, and we went higher. So that might be the case if we are gonna to break this level. So let's go lower. Let's try to test daily chart. All right. So it's even better visible here, the zone we were discussing second ago on a weekly. All right. So here, and the test here. So again, that's the great area to hunt some stops. In my opinion, that's the great area to hunt some stops. So based on a daily, what might be the possible demand, where we may find some kind of the demand? On a daily, I do believe that 4,650 might be the first case. Might be the first case, and then the levels we were discussing based on the higher time frame. So in that case, if we are gonna to try to hunt some stops, so I'm not saying we are gonna to see this, but a little bit more pain might be in play for us as a bulls, right? Now let's try to discuss this theory I've mentioned before. If Mr. Soros is gonna be the buyer, because we don't know if he's gonna be the buyer, right? So let me explain you my bullish and bearish possible scenarios based on my theory, right? In case Mr. Soros gonna be bull, and in case I think that the article on Bloomberg today, it's not like accidentally they just put. I think that might be a little bit bigger story, trying to build something around, right? But again, I would be very careful to call it right now very bullish. So what I would like to see, let's forget for a while that we are going lower, right? What I would like to see, in case Mr. Soros is gonna be very bullish and it's gonna be the buyer, so what I would like to see around this 6,000 level, or around this 5,500 level, right? Because here many people were using this line in relation to this turnaround here and call it a little bit bullish. Of course, we were not able to break to the downside, move back to the upside. That really sign some kind of the bullishness right here. So what I would like to see, if the story is true and if they are really preparing. Of course, Mr. Soros needs some kind of the liquidity, so he needs a time to accumulate the things. So it might be based on this scenario, bullish scenario. It might be that we should see some kind of the stop hunting. We wanna see some kind of the give up, capitulations, right? And below those levels it might happen, and then for example, I would love to see this kind of the reversal day, very strong reversal, like very long lower shadow, and from, let's say, 5,500, 5,000 maybe, and going higher, going back above this trend line, and starting to push weak shorts to cover, which may fuel the rally even more, right? That's my way of thinking. But let's try to take the other side of the coin, and let's think the other way around. That this article, which is available right now, many people is gonna to get that as a bullish case for crypto, and we may see some kind of the rally, right? And we may start to clean some stops, maybe even more stops here. But I think what I would like to see, in case to cancel this bearish scenario from the side of Mr. Soros, I would like to see a move and close in a strong fashion above 10,000 on Bitcoin. Otherwise, this article may fool the Riley, all right? But in case we are gonna to see some kind of the rejection around 9.5 or 10,000, maybe we should think that Mr. Soros actually is a seller, not a buyer, right? That's the conspiracy theory, I know, but what I'm trying to tell you, because based on what I'm doing on FX for 15 years, this kind of the way of thinking really works to be prepared for both sides of the market. All right. Actually, I would prefer bullish case for this market, and I would like to show you one more thing based on this scenario. Why I do believe that maybe we are not gonna see 4,000 or 3.5 based on these higher time frames. All right. Why? Because I would like to show you, thanks to the Zero Hedge on Twitter, the link is in description as well. Thanks to the Zero Hedge on the Twitter, there is some kind of the Bitcoin mining cost curve here, and as you may see, a little bit above 3,000 is a low cost China only. Then Russia, as you may see, is above 4,000, right? US, Czech Republic, diversified, India, Iceland, everything here is closer to the 5,000 or above 5,000. So based on this and compare with the price where we are right now, that might be the case that maybe not only Mr. Soros but all the miners will try to support the price around here. But anyway, trying to make it very short. Anyway, I do predict that we see some at least small kind of the capitulation. We have to see, before strong turnaround, we have to see some kind of the stops. Of course, guys, as I mentioned at the beginning, within the risk warning, I would like to repeat myself. That's my opinion only. That's my opinion only. And shouldn't be treated as a financial advice, right? So hopefully, as I'm still within the bull camp, we are gonna to see the turnaround. But yeah, I do understand, because I'm not blindly trying to be as bullish as possible. I do believe, maybe not do believe, but I do understand that eventually some more pain may come in the near future. Guys, that's it within this testing version. If you like it, what we are doing, and as I mentioned earlier in this previous video related to FX, next week or latest within 2 weeks, we are gonna to provide some kind of the schedule, and we will try to make more appearance in the media. Thank you very much for your time. Wish you a great weekend and see you around. Thank you. Take care.